Alright, Kahalala Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai Ba'ashem Rakakwadash. Double honors unto the apostles of GMS who I learned the truth from, and salutations unto you brothers and you few sisters that take heed. Okay, just gonna get into the ancient hatred that Esau has for you tribes, man, and he's gonna start showing it more and more for you Israelites. Okay, just gonna piggyback off the account that happened to the brothers in Dallas. All right, with the Edomite pulling out the gun and cocking it back. You know, he got so damn mad, but it's really beyond the words. It's a spirit, man, the enmity. And there's gonna be one final showdown the Most High is gonna have between his two stars of his movie. You know, because this is the Most High's movie, so he's gonna have a final showdown between Esau and Jacob, if you will. You know, I remember the similar situation happened to the brothers in Winnipeg, up in Manitoba. They were cursing out this devil, this cracker, and basically he pulled out a gun and he pointed it at the brothers, you know, and he didn't. I'm not sure if he tried to fire or he didn't fire, but you know, nothing went off basically. But you know, the brothers were protected, no one was hurt, you know, and you know, these instances, man, they're gonna ramp up more and more in these final days, man. You know, just this past winter we had a cracker come up. He got so bumhurt that the first time he came up, he left. He came back around and ran up to the cameraman behind him and punched him in the face, man, and ran away. And then the brothers ran after him, got him. You know, brother put him in the damn heel hook, and the police arrived, man. But this hatred, man, is gonna happen more and more, and this is for more younger brothers, man. Just again, no, we're showing you these examples. These things have to happen, man. They happen in the ancient world to the apostles and disciples. They have to happen again, man. Okay, you guys think this is for the guys that think this is a fucking game, all right, and you're just gonna stand at camp and be well protected, man. You guys don't know what the hell this thing's about, okay? Or you think that this is just you know, another movement that's occurring before your eyes, okay? But I'm gonna start off here in Genesis 25 and 26. And after that came his brother out, and his hand took hold on Esau's heel, and his name was called Jacob. And Isaac was 80 years old when she bare them. Now, a point I want to bring out on this is, again, this is when you look up, or when I used to look up the word Jacob, or the first time I looked it up, Slakia, on Blue Letter, and they still might have it. I'm not going to check it now, but if you look up the word, what Jacob means, they'll put heel holder. It doesn't mean heel holder. The word, or the name Jacob, Yaikwa, means supplanter. Esau thinks that, see, Esau's not spiritual, man, because when Slakia, this isn't the scripture I wanted, actually. Where is that scripture I had? One second, Slakia. Yeah, 27. I'm gonna get Genesis 27 and then 35. And he said, this is Isaac, that brother came with subtlety and had taken away that blessing. And he said, is not he rightly named Jacob? For he had supplanted me these 2 times. So Esau's telling me why his name is Jacob. What does it mean? Supplanter. All you have to do is read that scripture. But Esau has his own ways, you know, trying to deceive you, man. Trying to say because he held Esau's heel, his name means heel holder. It doesn't mean heel holder. But the point I want to bring up about the heel is check this out, man. You got the heel, that's a foundation, right? That's why they have a thing called the Achilles heel. If you watch Troy, and the account supposedly that he was pierced through his heel, and his name was Achilles, so they call it your Achilles heel. and that was his downfall. You know, through his foot, through his heel, the back of his foot, basically. But you got to move in grappling, right? It's called the heel hook or the ankle lock, and that's one of the most devastating, dangerous submissions there is, man. You can listen, man. If you get someone in a heel hook, you can rip apart their tendons, man. You can snap their fucking ankle, and their shit is all fucked up, man. Okay, it's so devastating that a lot of you got like Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, they don't even teach it, man. They don't even want to teach it to people. Some people do. Some lineages dispute on it. There's also one in catch wrestling too, ankle locks, sambo, which is Russian grappling, a lot of heel hooks, leg locks, things of that sort. My point is, man, if you get someone in the heel hook, man, it's listen, man, you got him nice, you got him good. Yo, you got him, man. You know, they'll be squealing, they'll be hollering for their mama. So the point is that heel, man, that what it represents when Jacob grabbed his heel, it was, look, we're gonna, you know, Esau's gonna bump our head, you know, get us first. But guess what? We're gonna take you. We're gonna take your whole shit, man. When we take you, we're gonna be taking your foundation, right? He took away my birthright, and behold, now he had taken away my blessing. And he said, "Hast thou not reserved a blessing for me?" See, now this is Esau. And Isaac answered and said unto Esau, "Behold, I have made him thy lord, and all his brethren have I given to him for servants, and with corn and wine have I sustained him. And what shall I do now unto thee, my son?" And Esau said unto his father, "Hast thou but one blessing, my father? Bless me, even me also, O my father." And Esau lifted up his voice and wept. So Esau had that high pitch, "Daddy, help me, bless me." You know, these fucking crackers, they don't get their way. You know, they get their Xbox. Their parents lock away their Xbox. You know, they run away from home, man. They fuck this, fuck you, dad, fuck you, mom. You know, that's how these crackers operate, man. See, on some low-level, weak mentality shit, man. If these Edomites, man, if they lose their job, you know, life has them down. They just say, "Fuck it, everything is over." They just snap, man. You know, they don't have no damn backbone. Slack you 1 second. And it says, "And Isaac his father answered and said unto him, Behold, thy dwelling should be the fatness of the earth, and of the dew of heaven, and of the dew of heaven from above, and by thy sword shalt thou live," man. And see, that's the thing that we always tell Jakes, man, that you don't want to hear. That these devils, their blessing is a damn sword, man. That's how they live by. It's not even how should I put this? It's not like it's not like accessory. That's their foundation. It says, by thy sword shalt thou live, man. So meaning any decision that they make, you know, all these whatever it be, it's by the sword, man. Basically, it's take your shit, you know, by violence, man. You know. Let me just see 1 second. What's that verse? Yeah, but certain by thy sword shalt thou live, and shalt serve thy brother. 1 second. Alright, Salakia. So it says, "And it shall come to pass when thou shalt have the dominion, that thou shalt break his yoke from off thy neck." See, and these Edomites, they were below us, man. During the time of King David, especially, they were completely subdued. You know, they were completely subdued, man. And during the time of King David was a time when they actually broke free. It tells you that, and I believe the Book of Chronicles, that the Edomites broke away. It actually says that they broke the yoke from off their neck. All right, and then we call it. It happened the next time during the Renaissance, of course, right? They broke the yoke from off their neck, man, and that was really the Most High who put the Spirit on them, right? And when they broke the yoke from off their neck during the time of King David, that's how they later on were able to sneak through. Was it into the? Damn, now I'm forgetting the empire. Yeah, it was the Persian Empire. Right, it was the Persian Empire where the Edomites were already trying to take hold of the kingdom. That was found in the book of I believe Esther and Apocrypha. But going back here, verse 41, and it says, and Esau hated Jacob because of the blessing wherewith his father blessed him. And Esau said in his heart, the days of mourning for my father are at hand. Then will I slay my brother Jacob. See, so he said, look, I'm going to mourn my father, right? And then I'm gonna slay my brother. See? So, man, that hatred is still there. And really, this we call this scripture that we read is more on the surface. And why I say that, because it actually goes even further back to Genesis 3 and 14. And this is what the Most High said, and the Lord Yahweh power said unto the serpent, because thou hast done this, thou art cursed above all cattle. See? So, what does it mean by all cattle? All these other nations, man. These other nations are compared to animals. Okay? Because they have no reasoning, they have no order, no laws, no understanding when it comes to the scriptures. Okay, which is really at the end of the day the only true understanding on this planet. Okay, that's the only way. Okay? And it says, and above every beast of the field, which again is these other nations. So how are these crackers cursed, man? Just look at the mere fact that if they spend more than half an hour to an hour in the sun without any sunblock, you know, they get a nice high five, a red high five from the sun. Okay, and if they wish to endeavor more into that, then they might get skin cancer. Okay, and they're weak, man. They're weak-minded. They weep easily. You know, just like Cain. Watch the mannerisms of that wicked seed manifesting itself to various people. Cain wept and he said, "Oh, my punishment is too great to bear." You know, just complaining, man, being a bitch. You know, not taking it like a man. You know, like in Scarface, he said, "Be a man." So you want to be a big man? You want to make some big bucks? You know, you got to be a man. But that's not the spirit of Esau, right? It says, "Upon thy belly shalt thou go, and thus shalt thou eat all the days of thy life." Right? And that was for a long time, for thousands of years, man. These devils were in this confused state, thus representing confusion. And upon the belly, because they couldn't even walk, man. You know, Esau has a thing called Homo sapien, which is the erect man that can walk, has his spinal cord, has his vertebrae lined up properly. Because these devils, man, they were crawling. They're on their belly and they were crawling, man. They couldn't even speak. You can read Job chapter 30 for in depth on that. They didn't even have a damn language. Fools, man. See, and again that happened. They were in Mount Seir, Edom, right? In caves, and then they were in the Caucasus Mountains, man. Right? That's why they're known as Caucasians today. It says, verse 15 is the point, and I will put an enmity between thee and the woman, and between thy seed and her seed, and it shall bruise thy head, and thou shalt bruise his heel. Again, my point about the enmity is that it's an ancient one, right? This is the scripture, right? This is the prophecy of Jacob and Esau in the womb. And even when Rebecca was pregnant, she said, "There's like a war in my womb," in Genesis 25. She said, "Why is there a battle?" right? Which we can get that. Genesis 25:21. Isaac entreated the Lord Yahweh for his wife because she was barren, and the Lord Yahweh was entreated of him, and Rebekah his wife conceived, and the children struggled together within her. And she said, if it be so, why am I thus? And she went to inquire of the Lord Yahweh. So they're struggling, man. They're fighting, right? So there was a battle, man, in the damn womb. So again, man, these things are gonna happen more and more. And I gotta get one precept. Like I was laughing at a comment, and you gotta take this shit humorously, man, because at the end of the day, we can't marvel at these things. We gotta take it dead serious and be circumspect, because it's not a joke. You know, this is real physical life. You know, our physical vein vessels, man. These bodies, they can get taken any day. But why I say you gotta take it humorously, because listen, there's no reason to get bent up and you know, fucking rageful, you know. And listen, all these things must happen, man. You gotta just go with the flow. You see? But I'm laughing because someone left a comment on our highway site. They said, man, I think he said I wish, or he asked, why doesn't anybody, something like that, just come up? Oh no, they said someone just should come up with Molotov cocktails, light them on fire and shoot them while they're on fire. And I read that, I said, damn, man, that's some hate, man. I said, we must have met you and cursed you out, or you must have got really cut up. You know, as the scripture says in Hebrews 5, it is a discerner of the thoughts and intentions, roughly paraphrasing, piercing to the soul, man, to the marrows, to the joints. So that dude got cut up, man, and he felt it. He said, man, I wish these guys burned to death, and then someone would shoot them while they're burning. Hey, that's some lynching shit. These guys wish they could do that shit to us, man. They have it in their hearts, man. And you know what? It's beautiful, because this truth that's the job of this truth, man. Is to cut you down to the most tender and hurtful parts, man. You know, you people get mad when you find out Santa isn't real when you're 5 or 6 or whatever it is, you know. But you live on with your life, so live on knowing that the Lord isn't a cracker, man. That the real Jews are not the people in the land of Israel. That we're your future rulers. You know, you people ain't ready for that, man. But you know what's beautiful? As you are gonna fight more and more against us, and you think this is about us because that's what you see. You know, the physical. You think you're fighting us. It's more and more beautiful that the more and more you fight us, you're gonna start realizing you're fighting the Lord, man. And then you're gonna be in too damn deep, and the Most High is gonna put that stubborn ass spirit upon you to keep fighting, even though you have dead fear in you. Pursuing to 2nd Ezra's, what is it, the 13th chapter? Right, Amos 5:15. It's like 5 and 10. They hate him that rebuketh in the gate, and they abhor him that speaketh uprightly. See? So they hate, man. When I mean hate, what did I just read on the comment board? Where I told you brothers that's on the damn comment board. Fucking hate, man. These fucking pieces of shit. They fucking they wish they could do these things, or they want to. You know, they send curses upon us. They might hire high witches and warlocks to send spirits on us. You know? But may Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Rakhakwadash, rebuke those spirits and kill those motherfuckers that are cursing us, man. May Yahweh, I'm gonna send a prayer right now. May Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Rakhakwadash, Shalak Rayam, Ainashim, Haragim, Mashapatiyam, all those that are cursing us, man. Okay? And all our enemies. Babakusha, Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Rakhakwadash, Barakatam, Tam Yaraman. Okay? So you brothers, man, got to rebuke those demons and wicked ass people, man. So I hope you're edified. And again, that ancient spirit of hatred, and really, it's even more zoned in to hating the prophets even more. You know, like you got Jake. Take a look at this, man. You got Jake at the tail end of the stick in this world, okay? And Esau hates him and kills you and rapes you and robs you and completely just conducts all kinds of warfare upon you, physically, spiritually, psychologically. But the prophets are the tail end of the fucking tail end. How about that, man? So is that what you brothers signed up for? Okay, you better know. But again, the hope is, what is the hope? Before honor cometh humility, right? So all this shit that we're going through, all this, listen, man, what's the opposite of all this shit that we're going through? Infinite pleasure, man. Just think about that. Like my man Vinny Paz from Jedi Mind Tricks, he said, and the opposite of pleasure is all pain. Well, guess what? What's the opposite of all pain? Pleasure, man. And didn't the Lord say in Psalms, he says, at the Lord's right hand there are pleasures evermore. See? And those pleasures are more enduring and more fulfilling than any kind of pleasure on this side in this filthy, wicked, vile kingdom, man. Any kind of pleasure that you can find in this kingdom is not to be compared. Didn't Paul say that? He said, I'm ended off on there. So I'll keep going all day, man. Whatever the Spirit has me getting into, I'll get into, man. You know, but remember, brothers, man, the prophets are the tail end of the stick. But at the same time, the prophets are above the king even at the same time. They're above the king, man. To be a prophet was a serious thing. That was, people looked at you like you were mad because you would literally, your mind would literally, you know, your spirit would go between realms, man. You know what I'm saying? Like your mind, your spirit, the Most High would make you see visions. He would make you see fifth dimensions. He would make you see the angels, man. Make you see things that are not yet coming. Great horrors and people, you know, you come back to your village or your town and you see people living their normal life and you just seen all this shit. How are you going to explain it to them? You're going to get your projector screen out? No, they're going to look at you like, yo, man, this guy's crazy, but Most High's dealing with him. Don't fuck with him. You know? Romans 8:18, for I reckon that the sufferings of this present time are not worthy to be compared with the glory which shall be revealed in us. Which is what, man? The elect being transformed in a blink of an eye, pursuant to 1 Corinthians, right? Having their bodies changed, man, to be as the glorious apparel of Yahushua. Okay, so with that, once I call halal la Yahweh ba'ashem Yahushua ba'ashem Barcha Chodash, the blinders unto the apostles of GMS who rule well, who I learned the truth from, the great men upon earth, and salutations and blessings upon you, brothers and you sisters that take heed. May Yahweh ba'ashem Yahushua increase your faith. Shalom.